Okay, for this next section of the DVD, we're going to be looking at playing octaves. Now, the technique I'm going to be using for this is just hybrid picking, which means I'm going to be using my pick in conjunction with my middle finger on my right hand. So I think the best thing to do is just play through this next example, and then you can see what I mean and see what we're going to be breaking down and learning for the next section of this DVD. Okay, so let me just take you through the first part of this lick. We're going to be starting on the 10th fret on the low E string, and then we're going to be playing the 12th fret on the D string, and then back down to the 10th fret on the E string. So we're going to be doing this. Then we're going to slide our first finger up to the 12th fret, E string, then we're going to play the 14th fret on the D string, and then back to the 12th fret on the E string. Then we're going to skip over the A and the D string and then play the 14th fret on the G string, and then the 12th fret on the A string, and then we're going to slide our first finger up to the 14th fret on the A string, skip over the D string, then play the 16th fret on the G string. Then I'm going to play the 14th fret again on the A string, then skip over the D, G string, and then play the 17th fret on the B, then play the 14th fret on the D, then I'm going to slide that up to fret 16, then I'm going to skip over the G and the B string and play fret 19, then I'm going to come back on myself and play the 16th fret on the G string, then slide that up to the 19th fret, then skip over the B string and pluck the 22nd fret, and then play fret 20 again on the G string, then going to play the 22nd fret on the B string, skip over the G and pick the 19th fret on the D string, then slide down from the 19th fret to the 16th fret on the D string, then I'm going to pick the 19th fret on the B string, then I'm going to play the 16th fret on the G string, skip over the B string and play fret 19 on the high E string. Then just to round off the lick, I'm going to slide my first finger down to the 14th fret, then play the 17th fret on the high E string. Then from 14, slide back up to 16, skip over the B string, and then the last note on the high E string. Now that's quite a lot to get through with an explanation, quite slow. So what I'm going to do is just play through that entire lick slow, so piece it together so you can get an idea of what it's going to sound like at the end. Okay, let me play that example a little bit quicker for you. Okay, now we're going to look at the second part of this octave lick. Now, the descending version of this is a lot more tricky than it is doing the ascending version that we've just covered. So I'm going to break it down into two sections. The first section is going to start up on the 19th fret on the E string. So we're going to play 19 on the high E, 17 on the B, then slide to 15 on the B, 17 on the high E, 15 on the B, 19 on the high E, 16 on the G, then slide to 14, then play 17 on the high E, 14 on the G, 17 on the B, skip over the G to the D string on the 14th fret, and then slide to the 12th. So let me just play that for you slow in its entirety, so you can just see how that fits together. Okay, now we're going to move on to the second part of the descending octave lick, and we're going to start on the 15th fret on the B string. So we're going to play 15 on the B, skip over the G string and play 12 on the D, then play 14 on the G, skip over the D string and play 12 on the A, then slide up to fret 14 on the A, then play 16 on the G, back to 14 on the A, slide down to 12 on the A, then play fret 14 on the G, fret 12 on the A, fret 14 on the D, fret 12 on the E, then slide down to 10, then back up to 12 on the E string. Then we're going to use the pick to play the 5th arpeggio in E minor at the end. So we're going to skip over the A string and play fret 16 on the D string, then come back on ourselves and play the 14th fret on the A with a downstroke, skip over the D string, and then play the 12th fret on the G with an upstroke, slide up to the 16th fret on the G, play 17th fret on the B, and then to finish off a downstroke on 19 on the high E. Okay, so let me play both the sections of the descending lick so you can hear how they sound like back to back. Okay, now I'm just going to play that a little bit faster for you. And up to speed. Okay, now we're going to look at both the descending and ascending versions together, starting with the ascending version and then doing the descending version after. So I'm going to play through the whole thing slow, then speed it up, and then play the whole thing to speed at the end. Okay, I'm just going to play that a little bit quicker for you. And now up to speed.